Hello guys, if you're watching this, that means you are watching the replay. So type hashtag replay. Today I'm going out for lunch with one of our family friend who is moving to a different city. So I'm just getting ready for that. Let me put my hair back so that it helps me to get ready, and then I can comb it again. So how was your Friday? For me, like I said, today is these days Friday is my kind of a relaxed day because Friday I take off from gym too. So first I'm starting off with silk, which is a pore and wrinkle minimizer. With silk you just need a tiny bit because you're mostly concentrating on the areas where you have pores and also where you are going to have any oil that gets produced throughout the day. So this is going to help control that and also gives a flawless base. I need my volume mixer. Just give me 1 second. Where did I keep it? Where was it? I saw it somewhere. Mine. 1 sec. Sometimes it will be right in front of you, but you will not be able to see it. That's how it is. So I'm searching for it. Yeah, I found it. Yeah, I know. That's how it happens. So when I'm preparing for my base, I do my lip volumizer too. So like I said, what it helps is, it helps to plump my lips by the time I come to my lips. So it's going to keep it moisturized, and also it's going to help clean any lines or anything. So that way it will go very well. So I'm going to start with my base, and other thing I always do is I sit on my whatever color I'm thinking, like pencils or mascara, whatever I do, I keep it under my chair and I sit on it. You can keep it closer to your body in your bra or something. So for my base, what I'm going to do is, this is a mix I usually do. These days, I think it's been so long since I did. So what I do is, I take Cctm, this is my base, and then I add a tiny bit of, this is medium D, I add a tiny bit of foundation to it, and then a tiny bit of Pearlizer to it. So that way it gives like a flawless glow all over. So you can see it. I'm going to mix all of them in one. Hi baby, cloudy baby, you want to sit here? So okay, so I'm going to mix them all together. You can layer them too. This is going to give me like not a too heavy coverage at the same time, because Cctm is light, whereas foundation is medium coverage. So here you can see the purpose of Senegen's foundation or Cctm is, it will literally match your skin tone. So I don't like it to go too light. I like to keep it as close to my skin tone. That way it keeps it nice and clean, but little bit better. So that should be your purpose, rather than having 2 shades lighter or so. So here I am pressing it against my skin. So this is called stippling. So you can see it is like very close to my skin tone. So when you need a light coverage, that means you use Cctm. When you use foundation, you get medium coverage. So here I am mixing them both. That way I get like a medium coverage. At the same time, I don't want it to be a little bit glowy with my Pearlizer. So you can see I'm just pressing it all over. Always make sure you do your ears and also your neck. So that way it's all matched and it's like nice and even. for the past 2-3 days I'm cutting down on coffee because I'm breaking out again. Being a South Indian, cutting down of your coffee is really hard. What happens is I can even skip. Oh, he's just lying down here. So what happens is at least morning I can easily skip, but the 3 o'clock coffee time is the one I find it really difficult because your body is also tired and you need something to cheer up. And time when my husband comes to take the coffee, I'll be like maybe I need to get it, but I'm trying to cut down and just drink hot water. Let's see how it goes, because the moment I cut down coffee, my face will start to clear up. So it's like give or take. So I'm going to just fill it in with my eyebrows. Here I use the black brown brow gel. If you're hopping on, say hi and how is your Friday? For me, like I said, I have my lunch. So when I do my eyebrows, I start at the back, because when you have too much product, you don't want to go to the front. Instead, I use it in the back to fill it in, and then I use the remaining. That way it doesn't feel like you have too much product in there. And once I do, I just comb it through. So I don't have any comments popping on. So if you commented, I will come back and answer your questions. And like I said, Friday and Sunday I take off from my gym too, so that way I don't my body can recover. Yeah, I know, right? Like, I mean, yesterday I actually drank tea because we ran out of coffee powder. So today evening only we need to go. But like, I mean, 3 o'clock is the hard time to pass. Like, I mean, previously he used to be in office, so no one drinks at home. This is like entering like a Starbucks and saying no to your coffee. So once you smell that coffee, it's like you feel like you need to drink it. So that's where I fell from my wagon. Once in a while I'll say, oh, I'm not going to drink coffee, because the moment I see my skin starts to improve, I'll be like, yeah, I think now I found the reason. So I need to stop drinking coffee. But then some days you really need it. So here I'm just going to use to just clean out my eyes too. Here I don't want to use a separate base for today. It's like I said, it's just I'm meeting my friend for lunch. It's like a fairly simple one. So once you take out your how do you call it, your natural shadows, you always like to put it back a little bit. So here I'm going to use deep for my contouring, so deep Cctm. So the way you do is, you can always feel where your what is it, like the bone is. So previously people used to do a little bit down, so you are basically going to do where your that bone is, because that's where you will get a lift rather than, and you need to stop it where it is. You don't have to go further down. So I like to use it here and here. This is the next shade. You can see I used medium deep, which is the one I like to use for myself, because being in NC, it's like we have sun year around, even whether we like it or not. These days I don't see whether there is a, what do you call, a spring or fall. Like we directly jump from summer to winter, winter to summer. That's how it feels like. I mean, it's so humid. So, and also if you want to, your double chin not to show, then you can also add it underneath. and your jawline. So it's so hot and humid seriously these days. So I'm going to just use the powder all over. And where is my medium powder? Yeah. Powder is an optional step. Powder is like more like for other brands, they always say you need a setting spray or how do you call it, like a powder to set. Here with Senegens you don't need them basically, but I'm a normal to oily person, so anything to observe that excess oil can help it. And I'm also going to, I will first go with my blush and then I'll come back for my translucent powder. So here I'm using peach blush. That's my color for today. So same way, always start here and add it. These two powders are like so good, like I mean they blend so well with your skin tone, and they add a natural blush. Even if you are a beginner and you don't want like a very pinky blush, you can either go with this bleach blush or you can go with the glistening plum. So both of them will look really good on our skin tone. So I am going to go over with my, anytime you feel like you have like your blush is extra or all those kind of stuff, just go with your foundation brush and just press it in a little bit. You don't need any excess product. It's just whatever is already there, that should be fine. And here I am using the translucent powder just underneath my eyes. This is going to just highlight and make the eyes pop. So it's more of a white powder, so it's like a colorless powder. So I don't like it to use all over, rather I like to use just wherever I need a little bit of highlight. So I'm just using it where you are going to highlight, so that you already contoured, you added the blush. Here it is more to do with the highlighting. So next I wanted to use a pencil for today. Let me grab it. Where did I keep it? So if you are using a pencil for this outfit, basically I can go with any color because it has almost all shades in it. So it has blue, it has red, it has yellow, green, anything is okay. So here I'm going to use the blue and I'm going to use the black in my waterline. So that's her technique. I would have used green if it is available. I know once I use green because it will pop, but unfortunately there is no green, so I don't want to use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use black in my waterline. So you can see I have a hooded eye. So the way you see is, you can see I have more space here rather than my lid space. So if you use a thicker liner here, what happens is it's going to close your eyes. So rather you just use it in your waterline like the normal. So what happens is this will make the eyelashes thicker. So I'm just doing it in the outer corner. Do you see? It will just make it as if you had a liner. So this is perfect for people who have hooded eyes. So if you don't, it doesn't matter. You can do a thicker liner, you can do a thinner liner. How do you want to go? So here I'm just lining it and I'm going to use the new Cobalt one. This will be available from August 3rd. So this is where the difference between the navy and the cobalt. So the cobalt is going to be a new limited edition color. So I'm going to use that. Since I don't have much color going on, this will be really nice. So what I'm going to do is, so all these pencils you don't have to sharpen or anything. So it's just retractable. So anytime when you need, keep it smaller. If you keep it bigger, you will break it. So always make sure you keep it very small. And I'm going to slowly line it. They are very, very creamy, like how I did warm it a bit. You can always keep it closer to your body, or you can also blow dry it. So if you keep it in your hair dryer, like just blow it for few seconds, it will melt really well. This applies both for your mascaras and your pencil liners. So the moment it's warm, they apply really, really well. So I love pencils more than the liquid liners. I like it because do you see, it makes a huge difference. And I have a bigger eye, so I can go all the way into, but if you have a smaller eye, make sure you stop it in the outer corner. So you don't want to close your eyes. So what you're going to do is, do you see, this way you are not closing your eyes. If you pick it all the way in, then what happens is, if you have a smaller eye, then it closes it. So I'm going to let it dry before I go for another layer. And if you don't know, all our pencils and both liquids are smudge and water resistant all day wear. Like our powders, our our foundation, Cctm, anything and everything is all day wear. So that way you can get ready. Like I said, even for me, I have to go only by like 12 o'clock or 12:30. But I have other errands to run now. So I will get ready. I don't have to worry about it. I will just carry on with my day. And then when I have to go, I'm already there. So that's the beauty about Senagen's makeup. More than that, all of these have skincare benefits in it. So like our like the foundation and all is non-comedogenic. Our primer is non-comedogenic, so that means they won't clog your pores, so they won't make you break out. So if you don't have a product like that, they will clog your pores, and if you don't remove it at the end of day, then that's when you start to break. So always make sure you remove your makeup when you go to bed. So here I'm just making it little bit darker by going with one more layer. So what's your favorite, like pencils or liquids? So which one you are used to? I am not used to both. I still remember during my childhood days, if I'm getting ready for a dance performance or anything, those days, if you know, we call it mai, which people will take it in their fingers and they will keep your hands in, in your eyes. And the moment they keep it, I will start to water. Like they will have me ready. And then they will do it in the final moment, because they know my eyes will start to water. So they will always keep me at the last one so that they can do. So you can see with nothing, like popping, this eyes became the center. So these pencils are really, really good. Like, I mean, from the permanent line, we have, let me show you the colors. So So we have black, we have black brown, so you can see the difference. Black, black, brown, brown. So you can see the difference between each. So black, black, brown, brown, navy. There used to be green and purple, which every one of my customer knows, so which is not there anymore. And we also had gold and rose gold, gold and rose gold, and now we have 3 more colors that are getting added. So those are like cobalt, granite and the white one. So these 3 are new addition to the pencils. I really love our pencils. Like, I mean, they are so nice, and I have even made a video on how you can use it in multiple ways. Like, for example, you can use it as your what do you call, like your eyebrow pencil. You can use it as a lip liner. You can use it as a blush. So here I'm going to add the white, just since it's going to match my outfit. I'm going to add white in the inner corner. So this white, I know many of you might be thinking, oh, where will I use white? White will be perfect if you have a very small eye. Unfortunately, I don't. I have a bigger one. So if you have a smaller eye, it helps to open up your eyes actually. So if you do it in the waterline, it will help to open up your eyes actually. So here I'm just adding the white in the inner corner, and I'm going to blend it. So this makes your attention to your eyes. So you can see it's like very quick step, but it adds more dimension to your eye look. Like, sometimes you don't have to be like a professional makeup artist to do all these things. I hop on live mostly to do these things because I want people to relate to me. I want them to feel, oh, these are very easy to do and these are not like very complex things. So I break them into different categories so you guys can concentrate on one product. But once in a while I like to do these kind of get ready with me so that it helps to see a overall look. So here I'm going to use non-waterproof with the 3-in-1 lash primer. So the first thing I like to do is obviously curl my lashes. So here I'm going to, Asian lashes don't stand up that much, so curling it really helps. I have a tough time sometimes because I either squeeze it. One time even I pulled a few eye strings from there. So some days I have difficulty in curling them. Yeah. So once you hold it, make sure you count to 10 or 20. Depends on how curly you want, and then leave it. So you can see it already lifts it a bit, and here I'm going to curl it again. Once I kept it and I was talking and I just pulled the hair from there. So don't do that. So how is your Friday and what is the weekend plans? Like, are you guys going anywhere? Like, see, my husband is calling. He doesn't even know that I'm in live. Ram live la irukken. So the purpose of 3-in-1 primer being in a beige color, if you see even I have seen brands who will have it in white, because if you have it in black, you won't even know whether you have coated it or not. So that's the reason they have it in a different color. So here it's going to condition the lashes, and it already gives a nice base so that when the mascara goes in, it can hold on and it can stay really well. So that's the purpose of having a lash primer. So I always like to do it on my top lashes. And even if you're new to mascara, just keep it closer and just blink your eyes so that it can coat all the lashes. And this is a tip I learned in one of my makeup sessions. So previously I used to do this. I know that is the natural way of doing. Like it easily comes to us. For example, I'm a right-handed person, so that gives more control. But they said you need to always point it towards your nose if you want like a longer lashes. So from that I started practicing it. Even the day, I think whenever I do my waterline, people always say, oh, that looks so tough. Like, I mean, once we try, it doesn't come like that. So I always tell them like, it's all practice. So I'm going with the non-waterproof mascara. So non-waterproof mascara is like humidity resistant. Both of our mascara stays really well. But if you're going to get the waterproof, make sure you get a nice makeup remover. You can add our Oops or the cleansing balm, because our waterproof doesn't come out at all that easily. So you need to have I know I have I think you can either keep like a paper or something if you feel like it's you're too close, or the other way I like to do is coating top and bottom. So not only just coating the bottom side, make sure you do top and bottom. So I think it comes more with practice, and I also like to lift it a little bit and then do. So you can see even just with one coat, it gives a nice volume to the lashes. So that's where the difference comes from waterproof versus non-waterproof. If you see the brushes, you will find the difference. The non-waterproof brush is more sleek and straight, whereas the waterproof is to give volume, so it will be thicker. So here always hold it at the end and just you can blink or you can do this. So did you see, even with one blink, how much length I have got? So anytime when it comes to makeup, it's always practice. Like whether even if you are new to LipSense, new to Cctm or foundation, anything, I always tell my customers, like even if you're going to be home, just do it. Like for a week or so, 10 days, every single day, just apply it. No matter what, whether you're going out, whether you're going to just be home, spend time with family, you are going to do even laundry, or you are going to just chill, doesn't matter. It's just more practice. Think of this way, like before we started walking, how many times we might have fallen down. So I think as we become adults, we are worried about failing and doing the mistakes, because we were like always worried about what others may think. Like they may think I have applied wrong. You should go back and see all my old videos. I never delete any of them. I never delete any of my older pictures. I should bump maybe my old LipSense application video for you guys to see, because we all start somewhere. Like before Senegens, I have never applied any of these products, like except like a normal lipstick. I don't think I'm used to any of these. All these liquid products and cream products are completely new to me. So I started one at a time, and I think 5 years of practice made me come here. So if you want extra glow at this stage, you can add a little bit of glowify. I have already added Pearlizer anyway, so I'm just going to spray glowify. The advantage of glowify is it can be a skincare, it can be a makeup. So that's the main purpose. So even if you're just a skincare person, after you apply your daytime moisturizer, you can just spritz it for extra, what is it, like extra moisturization, because it's more of hydration. And even below or above your makeup, you will be able to do. Hi baby, no more brushes please, good boy. So if you are doing on top of your makeup, it's still not going to break it. So that's where it is, the beauty of it. So you are just going to keep it a little bit far, like how you spritz like a setting spray, and you are going to spray it all over, and it smells really good. You want to see? Yes. I have a needy toddler all the time around me. He will be always inquisitive of what I'm doing. Yeah, and you don't have to rub it. It will get absorbed. You see, it will get absorbed as like within 1 or 2 minutes. So you don't have to do anything. So I think basically face is all done. So I'm going to do my lips. Let me pick a color. I wanted to do a color that is available rather than doing a color that is not. Hi dear baby, I love you. Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you, Cloudy. Mommy loves you. So maybe I'll do fire and I'll do velvet. So I'm going to do a mix of these two. So let me first clean my lips. So that's the first step. Hi Cloudy Cutie. What do you want? What do you want, Cloudy man? So if you are new to LipSense, LipSense is again an all day wear liquid lipstick. So it will stay all day. But always make sure when you start applying LipSense, you clean your lips really well, because LipSense has to bond to your lips to stay all day. So you can see. So if I have applied on top of this, LipSense is bonding with these. So that's the reason it will start to break. So always clean your lips, even though you don't think that is something. There will be food or like the colors you have applied already, all those things will be there. So here I'm going to do a layering combo with these. So let's see how it is. Like, you can pretty much do with any colors. We can even do 3 different colors. Like, I always tell my customers to pick one from different color group, because that way you know how the color is going to be. Because here, if you have 2 LipSense colors, you can make 8 different combos. If you have 3, you can make 27 colors out of it. So here I picked smitten, velvet, fire. So I picked one as a pink, one as more of a neutral, and one as like a reddish brown, I can say. So that's the beauty of LipSense. You are going to create a color that is like completely different. So here, maybe I will start with velvet, because I am more of a brighter person. So I'm starting with a lighter, then I will go with these. You can pretty much, there is no right or wrong rule. You can do any concept. So if you have anything, you can always tell me which way you want to do. I'm going to, and same way you can fill it with any gloss, any color, and you can also pre-mix them. So here velvet can be a good color for people who think they have discoloration in their lips. Most of us will have. That's very common with Asian skin tone. You can even see mine. This is more pink, whereas this is more of a little bit darker. So that's very, very common with Asian skin tone. So it's nothing to worry about. Having these kind of a base color can help to avoid that. So here I'm going to put my first layer. So This is what I'm talking about. So even if you have a discoloration, it doesn't matter. So if you pick a color that is really closer to your natural lips, then you want something. Wait, let me give you this. Go. So you can just use this as like a very thin layer. So that way you get like a flawless base. No brushes, please. I'll give you a brush. Wait, let me give you a old brush. Da. Go. So he wants to always play with my stuff. I think that's more common with kids, same way. So here I can either go with the darker color and then do the pink, or I can do the pink and then do a darker color. Claudima, no, I have given enough. Go. 2 more minutes. Amma is almost done. So I'm going to go with fire. And then let's do smitten on top. You want to play? You want to sleep? What do you want to do? I'm going to just have a disposable wand for my pink, because this one you can see this color is already dry. So that's what you want. Before you go with your second layer, you want your first layer to be literally like your lips. So that way it is like this color doesn't get transferred. If I'm doing the other way, for example, if I have done a darker color and doing the lighter one as a second one, I would prefer to use a disposable wand, because I don't want my darker color to transfer to my lighter one. I hope it makes sense. So here always make sure you wipe your wand really clean. You feel like you should have barely their product, because that's when you can make thin layers and it will stay longer. Cloudy, please be a good boy. So take time to line. Here anyway you are not going to reapply. So when you apply, take time, you line it properly and fill it in. And I always like to do the waterline. You can see my lips are a little bit bigger. So I need 2 layers to fill my entire lips. And think it like a marker. So you go one way and you don't go reapply again and again. You just go one side, let it sit and do the other side. Krishi, can you help me? So you can see even with 2 layers you can just gloss it. There is no one is going to say whether it's 2 layers or 3 layers. So it's always up to you. We say 3 layers because that's when the 4 to 18 hours happens, because the first layer is bonding with your lips. The second layer is the actual color, and the third layer is to protect from outside things. So here I'm just letting the darker one sit so that I can go with the smitten. I know there are many new people, so let me show. So when you are, this is my own stack. So here you can see these are permanent line colors. I think we have almost 60 colors now, I think. So these are like always available. These are my sold out shades which I don't do anymore. So all these are my sold out ones. So these are the limited editions. So you can either pick from the limited edition or the permanent line. Sometimes I have few of the sold out shades too. So that's why I separate and keep it in this way. So anytime when I reach it, it will help me to do that. I know I don't have patience to do with my like glosses and shadows in that way, because those are like more to do with your application rather than the actual color. So here I am going with Smitten as my third layer. So anytime when you apply, give yourself enough time in between layers. I think even I have done one video where I might have shown like you apply your face, do one layer, you do your eyebrows, do the second layer. So it doesn't feel like you are just waiting to finish your layer, or you can even do your accessories by then, all those kind of stuff. So here I'm going over with the pink. You can see the color is nice and dry already. So that's what you want. Think like you are applying a nail polish. You don't want the previous layer to be wet. Then it becomes all shaggy. You don't want that. So here I'm using a pink on top of the brown. So do you see the difference? So this is the brown and this is the pink. So, and you can mix them in your tattoo ring too. And make your own custom color anytime. So that's the color. Let me show this pink closer to it. You can see it's little different. I'm going to go a little bit more. And then I'm going to gloss. Yeah, I got the deeper color I want. So that's the one. Let it sit before I gloss. So I hope you like the whole look. I'm going to pick a gloss. I think I always do water. Today maybe I'll do my glossy. It's been a while since I did glossy. Where is my glossy? My glossy doesn't have name on top. Yeah, I have my glossy here. So I want to wait until the color settles down a bit so that I can show. I will do even satin matte first and then glossy so that you guys can see it. So this is another thing. If you are new to LipSense, you cannot touch your lips in between until you seal it with it, because it's going to be a little sticky. Like I always say, I am used to talking like this, but if you try to talk, your lips will sink. So I'm going to wait, because what happens is that usually the corners take a little bit of time. If you watch my older videos, I might be doing this. That's all when I started my initial days. But as days go, do you see the glowify have observed there is no liquid feeling, but when I turn, you can see the glow that the glowify added. Already I had Pearlizer, but all these are because of glowify. So if you still haven't grabbed the glowify, I would suggest this is high time for you to do. So let me gloss it. I just wanted to show that, because the more you make your lips sit, like the LipSense should literally feel like your lips. Like you don't have to feel like you have an extra layer, because I think with the liquid lipsticks, that's one common thing people always feel. They think liquid lipsticks will be like more stickier and like you feel like you have something on your lips, but with LipSense you won't have that. So here always make sure you gloss the ends, because that's where your saliva touches, your food touches, and even your teeth and tongue, everything touches. So that's where the color starts to break. So once it's sealed, you are good to go and you don't have to worry about the whole day. It's not going to smudge, it's not going to do anything. So that's the whole look. I hope you liked it. I always say I try to keep it as simple, but I have to show the products also, right? So that's the beauty about showing a complete look, because you can see from my start to finish and how much my skin slowly started to adapt the products. Because here I don't feel like I have 3 or 4 layers more. It more feels like my skin. So that's the beauty of all Senegen's products. Here, whether you are a newbie, whether you are an intermediate person or a pro, everyone can use the same product. It's just how much you are doing the layers, or how much products you do for particular look. So here I kept it more towards my like my flawless skin, and just added a tiny bit of lips and eyes. So hope you liked it. Have a wonderful Friday. See you all soon.